All right. Here we are recording on a Friday night because we are in our 30s and not doing anything else on a Friday night.
We're both like, yeah, Friday works. And we're like, wait, are we
Yeah.
lame?
Maddie's like, are we like gonna have a drink, I guess, together virtually? Because it's
So here we
Friday?
are. And this is episode 33, I want to point out, because you like the number 3. So this could be a good one for you.
Oh my God. If this turns out being a good one, I'll be surprised.
Yeah. We have no plan, but
We
yeah.
have absolutely no plan. I'm running on like 5 hours of sleep, which is a big deal to me. Maddie changed her shirt 3 times.
What's funny is that I got off work. I was wearing this to work, which nobody can really see because most people just listen to it. They don't watch.
Yeah, you
But
guys don't know what I look like.
Wearing
right
this
now.
to work. And then I was like cold all day at work. So then I came home and I was like, well, I'll just wear a sweater. Oh, it was like such a frumpy ass sweater. Took it off. Put on one more thing. Put on exactly what I wore to work.
Who's the guy with the little head on Beetlejuice?
Oh, is it like Bruce? Or like there's a name.
Yeah, he has a name and he deserved better. But yeah, the sweater was like fuzzy and just made your body look huge and your head look small. I will kick things off with why I'm mad. We could get right into that. I'm just going to take a second to apologize to our audience for my poor audio last week. I'm fucking mad that for whatever reason, I think that the logo on this microphone is supposed to face the camera.
Okay, which makes the most sense ever for a company to put a microphone that would have the logo facing the camera.
Yeah, it makes more sense for them. I mean, whatever, they're missing out. But I sounded like I was recording that episode from a tin can. So I couldn't even listen to it. Thanks for being a loyal fan if you did. And I'm mad that I did that because I'm fucking better than that, okay?
Right? Like how am I not falling into that trap? I feel like I'm like more lackadaisical in that sense.
Yeah, out of the two of us, it should be you fucking up the technical things, not me.
That's like that's our usual parts that we play.
Yeah, we're really reversing things.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So sorry, I'm mad about it. I want you to know that we know. So you can't laugh behind our backs. We're laughing with you.
You can if you want, honestly.
Yeah,
I don't.
Honestly, go ahead, whatever.
It's fine. I'm mad about the fact that, you were here a couple years ago. Were you here when my tulips were popping up and they were
your exact words? I was like, oh my gosh, your tulips look so pretty. And you're like, yeah, I planted them last year. I can't believe it worked.
Because you put these dead ass bulbs into the ground and it's like, all the moms are going to hate me. It's like creating life. Like all of a sudden they come up the next season and there are these beautiful flowers and you just plant these dead ass bulbs in the ground. So anyways, they have been popping up, but the minute they start to bloom, our squirrels come and grab them and they eat them. So we don't even get to see them. So it's a huge bummer because all of our neighbors, everybody has all these beautiful flowers out and we made an effort to plant them too. And they just are all gone and dead.
Why are the squirrels only in your yard?
I think because last year they found them and now they know that they're a hot spot because we have like these like corn kernel things that we put on the trees to like that the squirrels can eat and they're kind of near them. And so we did it to ourselves. We attracted
a safe space for them.
We attracted the animal kingdom to our home and they are taking full advantage of it.
Okay, so you have a reason. I was about to be like, hey, Alexa, does moon water attract squirrels?
Right? Like, what is the reason behind this? There has to be a hack, though. If anybody has one, let me know. I know that, like, for our bird seed, the squirrels don't like the spicy pepper kind of bird seed, so we do that. But for tulips, I mean, I feel like I'm SOL. You can't, like, put peppers on plants.
Maybe you can.
I don't know. Pretty erosive. I don't know. But if you have a hack, let me know because somebody else has to deal with this.
You know what? I'm sick and fucking tired of us asking them to let us know and them never letting us know. Could you guys please let us know?
I feel like we get some responses, just not in like the comment section.
Yeah. Maybe we need to provide more opportunities for you to let us know.
True. People are probably like, you bitches don't even listen to anything I've ever told you.
Yeah, probably. We haven't done a survey in a while either. We should probably do that.
It's like you ask for feedback and you're like, thanks, and then continue on doing what I was doing before.
Yep. Okay. I digress.
Okay, so I have a question. Last couple weeks have been really insane in like the news and in politics and in pop culture. I feel like, and you've been on vacation, so I don't know, like, have you been up to date with this kind of stuff? Like, is there a pop culture topic that's living rent free in your head right now that you're constantly thinking about?
I haven't been keeping up to date with it, but I have been following the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, or however you say it, shit. Are
Okay,
they
is
still
there a new
feuding?
update on this? Can you give us the background of what you know and like let's talk about it?
Okay, so from what I understand, which I haven't done in-depth research about it by any means, my knowledge comes from TikTok.
Which there are some very, very well researched
Yeah.
people like with pages of
Yes.
receipts.
But I don't even like it's what comes across my For You page. It's not even me looking into it. So
You're
from
not
what
even
I know is Justin was the director and Blake kind of came in and started trying to, take the power away from him a little bit. There's like two sides, right? Where people say, oh, she was just not agreeing with his direction. And then there was another side that was like, she had a big ass crush on him and was trying to get closer to him. Is that what you've heard?
So similarly, what I've heard is that, yes, she did try to take control of the project, and like her way of doing that slowly started to escalate. And she's basically saying that he he's made sexual advances to her. But then there's also then receipts on the other side saying like he would walk into her trailer when she was breastfeeding. But then there's receipts on the other side that there's literally a text message that she has sent to him saying, hey, I'm in my trailer breastfeeding, pop on in, let's go over these.
Yeah, exactly. From what it started was what I said. And then somewhere along the line, when she felt like her character was being challenged or whatever, she started saying that he did all this shit. And yeah, now he's coming back with receipts.
Yeah. And then they're also saying that Ryan Reynolds like could possibly be behind this too, because he's kind of like jealous of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
He also like owns, I don't know if it's the production company that's producing it or like a production company, but somehow he's involved in all of this. The craziest part of this whole situation to me is the fact that she sent a text message calling herself Khaleesi. And she had dragons, and one of them is Taylor Swift. One of them is Ryan Reynolds. And okay, if those are your friends, you wouldn't, I mean, a normal person would never like use that as like a body of armor, like to intimidate somebody.
There's been talk that Taylor Swift like distanced herself after saying that because she felt used. And again, she went over to Blake's place once and Blake just invited her over, not telling her that Justin was there. And
I think it was the opposite. She invited Justin over. And he didn't know
something
Taylor was going to be there.
Taylor didn't know that like Justin was going to be around at all. And so when this came out, she was like, I feel like she purposely did that. Like she set that up to have me around as her like dragon.
Yes. And this is obviously like all alleged, and obviously like all of these are kind of like spit out by their PR teams or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. This is the beauty of being a Midwest podcast. Like we don't know the logistics really of how Hollywood works, the intricacies of that situation. So we don't even know what to believe.
We don't even know. We're just talking. But it's bringing up a lot of Blake's past of being a quote unquote mean girl and like how she was with Leighton Meester. Everyone was always sad that they weren't as good of friends in the real world as they were depicted in the show. They're doing flashbacks of instances where they were doing interviews together and Blake would say like backhanded things and you'd kind of watch Leighton just kind of, sink into her chair and just shut up, you know?
Blake probably had like the name Blake Lively going in prior, right? Like to Gossip Girl. So she probably was like kind of the underdog in that situation.
Right, but it was like even just small things about like how blondes have more fun and are better and like stuff like just like silly things like that but it's also like, are you tone deaf? Which it seems like she might be a little bit.
Yeah. Well, what about the interview with that journalist who posted the interview with, I mean, Parker
Yeah.
Posey's in it. Okay, now going back, she was filming White Lotus during the time, and this just popped into my head. She's filming White Lotus at the time when all of that stuff starts popping up, when she's getting aired in that interview with Blake all the time. Imagine how terrified she was of that ruining her reputation prior to this show coming out. Or maybe the show like helped, like publicity of that kind of like helped negate that for her. Because I mean, that was not a good look for her either.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff, and now she's on a PR tour promoting the second what's that movie with Anna Kendrick, A Simple Favor too.
Mm-hmm.
And
that first movie was actually good. Like I remember, I don't remember what it was about, but I do remember being like, "Whoa, that was good. I liked it."
And it's very obvious in their touring they're doing right now that they also do not get along. So there is just this common denominator through all of this, which is sad because I always felt like I liked Blake Lively.
What sucks about the whole situation is that, like, you know, we want to believe women when they say that they're essayed or sexually assaulted, right? Like, that's what we do. Like, we do believe them, and that's what we do first. And so I don't know, if she's lying about that stuff, like, that's some fucked up shit. Like, you're ruining,
it really is.
Like, you are ruining trust in women in general, and we don't fucking need that right now.
No, we don't.
Did you see the movie? What's the movie that they're in that this whole thing is about?
It Ends With Us.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw it. I actually saw it at the drive-in theater because it came on right after Beetlejuice too. I actually didn't want to see it, but we stayed for it. And
did you read the book?
No, I had no idea what it was going to be about. So when I was watching it and all this like sad shit was happening, I was low-key pissed. I was like, I came here for Beetlejuice too. Why the fuck did they follow up with this?
I read the book years ago, and I am not a fan of that book. I don't know. But that's beyond the point. That is not my book.
Good message, but yeah, it just kind of sucks that everything's kind of aligning with it too.
Yeah.
Like,
didn't like the book, and then for whatever reason, I love to watch any movie I've read the book of, so I watched the movie. It's funny because I kind of gave Kurt the rundown of this whole situation right before we watched it. It was like the day it came out free on some streaming platform. Mm-hmm. And you watch the movie so differently knowing all this stuff behind it. So it did make the movie like kind of interesting and good to watch, because I was watching for the intricacies of like shit that they talked about like in the blind items and like on the court documents. So but the movie itself like was pretty cheesy and pretty terrible, I would say.
I want to see his version, because that was Blake's version.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was not good.
Anyways, actually, when I read pop culture topics that lives rent free in my head, I literally was prepared to be like, oh, I just like am still really sad that Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake broke up.
What's so funny is I saw a meme last night. You know how there's this video of Justin Timberlake being like, start beatboxing like or whatever, and then it's like Britney being like, it pans to Britney in the crowd like, okay, like completely unimpressed. I for some reason have had NSYNC acapella on my feeds for some reason. I might have liked like one thing once, and now I'm getting all these NSYNC acapella things, and I'm constantly thinking about what NSYNC person I like. And I'm like, whoa, Justin Timberlake is low-key cringe.
Now he is. Did you see on tour he had the like a
harness?
Yeah, a harness, and it like hugged his junk, and it looked really, really small. So people were taking videos of it and posting it to TikTok.
Okay, I feel actually bad for anybody.
And then the next day he had a shirt that covered up his junk.
Oh, See, I don't want anyone to like feel like bad about that. Just don't act like a fucking douchebag.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know him. I don't know. I
don't
really
know him
struggle with
either.
like talking about these things sometimes because I do feel like I'm making a judgment, but I do think you have to be like, I do think you have a social responsibility as a celebrity. This is your job, and you do sway the effect and you sway the opinions of American people or whoever's consuming your shit. And so you have a social responsibility to be responsible, just as like we would expect a president of the United States to be a respectful leader because you're in that position. So I don't know. Again, that's obviously been thrown out the window as well. So it's all fucking fair game. Bless you. What do you say when someone hiccups? You good? Bless you.
I hiccuped and burped at the same time. So I don't know if you should be saying anything to me or if I should be apologizing to you.
True. You should be saying, excuse me, you're so right. I never got to say my pop culture topic.
Well, what's yours?
Mine? Who, me?
What do you want to talk about?
Who, me? My pop culture topic. I can't stop thinking about the Blue Origin flight. The ladies who went up in space.
Oh, actually, I saw people talking about that, but I didn't look into it. So I was hoping you could tell me what happened today, actually. For real.
Yeah.
It's like Madi will know.
Oh.
Katy Perry is one of them, right?
Yeah. She's one of them.
Please go on.
So, I mean, it's essentially the Blue Origin flight is, I believe, I think it's Jeff Bezos' company. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So Blue Origin is a private space company, not publicly funded, obviously, no, but a private space company owned by Jeff Bezos. You know who Bezos is, the owner of Amazon, the founder of Amazon. But the reactions to these ladies going to space and taking an 11-minute space ride is fucking hilarious and pretty justified, I will say. I don't know if you've seen the media coverage. It's so bad. It's so tone deaf. It's so It's like they basically sent these women to space saying, wow, look at what we are doing for women. Women can do anything. They can go to space. But what they're not celebrating is like women astronauts and women who actually like studied in the STEM space. Like they're sending, like she went with Jeff Bezos' girlfriend or fiance. Like it's literally so, it's like the movie Idiocracy. You can't make this shit up. Like, I'm sorry, but during this time when women are fighting for basic rights, it's not inspiring that a small group of women, including Jeff Bezos' girlfriend or fiance, got to go to space for 11 minutes with Katy Perry. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like show us the women that put the thought behind how to get them there.
Yes, and if you've seen, I mean, here's the thing. If I had the opportunity to go, I'm not saying I would turn it down, right? Like I'm not saying that anybody should turn it down, but the comments Katy Perry has made before and after it makes it so clear she's completely clueless about the resources it takes to even get there. And it was just executed terribly. Like it was, and then it's like the media blew it up and expected us all to like just be like, yeah, this is sick, this is sweet, and everyone's like, what the fuck are we watching? Why? Who signed up for this? Like this is crazy.
So what I'm hearing is a man sent a group of random women to space, and
they're hot women, and they're all wearing like glam and like tight ass fucking space outfits.
But like, I'm saying a man sent them there and then had them say, "Wow, look at what we can do with a man's help."
Yeah, I mean, again.
Yeah,
here's the thing: the people who did this, the people who actually did the calculations and the science behind getting these people up there, have no
involvement with.
Yeah, there's no recognition whatsoever, and who knows? It's just crazy.
Yeah,
it's literally going to live rent free in my mind forever and ever and ever. We're all gonna remember this as like a blip in our lives. Like, oh, remember that? remember that week when this happened and also like all of this stuff politically is happening where like literally like the president is not doing what the Supreme Court's ordering. Like all this stuff's happening at the same time. It's going to be a memorable week. Let's just say that.
People are so fucking stupid. I just can't even handle it anymore.
But the thing is like, I think people are starting to pay attention and notice these things. So I do appreciate that, is that we're not allowing these like mega crazy
manipulate us
controllers.
Anymore.
Correct.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I love the people speaking out about this stuff, because it's like, hey, that's not gonna fucking fly. You're not getting off with this. This is fucking stupid, and we're not
like,
done.
We see what you just tried to do, and it was bullshit.
It was absolute bullshit, and it was so surface level, crazy stupid. Oh my gosh. Granted, again, women in space, amazing. Like, I don't know. I digress.
Fucking
That's
silly.
the second time that's been said this episode, but
that's the title officially.
Yeah.
By the way, I want everyone to know that I'm drinking wine out of a rocks glass right now, and it tastes the same.
I love that.
Just washing down some ibuprofen with a little wino.
Have you taken what you took from, I'm going to bring this up. Have you taken what you took from Dry January into like your life a little bit? Like now we're 3 months out of that. Have you kind of continued some of those habits that you built then?
Absolutely. I feel like I don't have like casual drinks like I used to. I mean, even you and I, when we said, oh, are we going to have a drink together on this Friday episode? We both said, I don't remember the last time we even had like a boozy cocktail during an episode. It's been a while. And we're like, oh no, this could get pretty crazy. But
which we used to every single time. And now we're like, oh, now that's not a habit anymore. And so I agree.
Yeah. I mean, even this last week, I was in Atlanta for work Sunday through Thursday night. And, you know, normally you have cocktails every night with coworkers. They had some team building stuff. And I really only had a couple drinks all week. It really made me scale back and find more. I'm more picky about the times that I do indulge now, I would say. What about you?
I would say exact same. Definitely more picky about the times I do, but my tolerance is lower when I do. Mm-hmm. And that sucks a little bit. It doesn't suck because, you know, when you do start to have drinks out or with people or whatever, and you're used to being able to have like 3, but now 1.5 or 2 hits, you like treated. It's like, oh my gosh. So now it's like being cognizant of that too.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, but definitely, I think it's way, way, way more choosy about the times and when. Like I would normally during a podcast episode, always be like, sweet, we're just going to have a drink while we do it. And now it's like, oh, I'm just going to have a poppy. Mm-hmm. And I feel better and I like it.
Me too.
Are you still getting any mocktails?
I still do the Sleepy Girl one. I need to order some Curious Elixirs.
Lex,
I'm just going to be
same thing, but they're so expensive.
They're so expensive. I was going to say, I'm going to be transparent with everyone. They're really expensive. But I mean, I enjoy them. When I go on to buy it, I don't like the selection process either. I think that could use some work. I wish I could pick and choose some bottles that I want, and that's not the way. It's like you pick like a random where they give you random ones, or you buy a 4-pack of all of one kind.
I don't want the
subscription if it's random too. So yeah, I wish I could like go on and get a 4-pack and pick like one of each, you know. But that's not how it is. So, but gosh, guys, they are really good. I'm not kidding.
I know. I
told people about them a few times this week, even just this week in Atlanta.
I dream about them. There is a code in like our little Instagram bio of $10 off, I think. Lexi, maybe you should use it.
I think I'm going to use it. I'm going to do it.
But I dream about them. They're so good. So I wanted to touch base on that. We haven't talked about that. It just came up organically.
That's a good one.
But oh my gosh, it's so crazy though too. Honestly, I don't know if you are living in like this same gosh, I don't know. I feel like everyone around me is like cutting back drinking and stopping drinking, and it's just continuing and continuing. And it, I don't know. All of a sudden, I feel like we're living in like some sort of like different like wavelengths. I don't know I don't know. Things are changing. It's good.
Mm-hmm. It is good. I know. That's why I brought it up this week. I had my CFO actually tell me, like, he was like, I didn't really like quit drinking, but I quit drinking socially. He's like on vacation, I'm going to have drinks. But
I mean, he's only drinking socially.
well, no, he said like throughout the week, he has so many work things that it's like you get one drink one night and then it turns into like 8 drinks a week. And so he's like, I'm going to not like at social work events, I'm not drinking. It's more like if I'm on vacation, I'll drink. Or if we're like going to our friends like gathering, I'll drink. But like throughout the week and stuff like that, he had an NA beer at dinner. So I proceeded to tell him about Curious Elixirs.
That is so smart though, because that is the problem. Like if I have like 3 events that week in their work things, like I want to have a cocktail with people. Like I feel like it's a horrible thing. Like I feel like I'm counted on to have a cocktail with people.
Yeah,
Do you get the same feeling that I do?
People down if you
Yes.
don't, and that's fucked up because I didn't. He sat by me at dinner, and I didn't care that he got an Athletica beer. Made no difference to me. Why do I feel like people need me to sip with them?
I feel the same way. Is it because like we just grew up like being like, okay, this is gonna sound dumb. We grew up like being like fun people and like we bring fun. No, but we are like,
Yeah.
You know, we're like lively people. So we kind of are fun people to hang out with and like you relied on for that entertainment value. That sounds crazy, but it's kind of true. I mean, it's just coming out of my mouth. But
well, it's just what people expect. And yeah, you're not upholding expectations if you don't bring that, but we're also capable of bringing that without having a few drinks. So we need to be more confident in that in ourselves.
Yeah.
We're cool without drinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Just say no.
Dare.
Never took it.
I did.
We didn't have it at our school. I went to, we didn't have it.
We had it at Table Mound, and I remember the cop coming, and they're always like local cops that like aren't the greatest at public speaking. So it was like really boring. They played a video, and I remember when the weed part came on, it was a cartoon of someone high, and they just showed him like shivering in a park alone and just
okay,
like
that's crack. Okay, Jesus.
Yeah. But then this is where it gets interesting. We had then an assembly to share our thoughts, like a recap of what Dare was to us, and we had to audition to actually be able to go up and like share. And Maggie and I
are rolling to the back of my head.
Maggie and I teamed up, and we wrote a rap, and we got chosen to perform in front of the school.
Of course you did.
So our rap was to Slim Shady, like, I'm Slim Shady, yes, I'm the real Shady. And at the beginning, you know, when they're like, will the real Slim Shady please stand up?
Can I have your attention, please?
Yeah, exactly. We said, hey, if you want some drugs, please stand up. And I actually like bribed my cousin and her friends in the grade below us to stand up. And then so Maggie and I look at each other and we go, we're going to have a problem here. And then we start rapping about every drug and alcohol substance, like anything you can abuse. And I wish I had it on video. I still remember my cousin standing up and being like so terrified, like looking around like, oh my God, it's a joke. Like
I really don't want this.
But I guess you could say, even back in the day, it was pretty creative.
It really is. Great job. That's amazing. I always think about those moments of like performing in middle school and elementary school and like what you're picturing in your head that's happening versus what's actually happening.
Yeah. Speaking of, Maddie and I both sang the same exact solo to the same exact song in our choirs, but at separate schools.
Yeah, we found that out later in life because
Yeah.
somehow, okay, this is divine intervention because somehow we have a conversation about this song. If I could write a magic song that everyone could sing, blah, 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 blah.
I would write a
So
song of peace. It was
we're
called
like,
the Song of Peace.
so we're like, wait, you know that song too? And I think I said, yeah, I had the solo for the first part. And you're like, I had the second part. So
Yeah.
we were intrinsically connected in that
Yeah.
moment. Like you were singing the opposite part.
Yeah.
It makes so much sense. We didn't even know each other yet. It's a beautiful,
we
beautiful
didn't.
thing.
But they would have all the kids in the school district learn the same songs and choirs so they could all come together and do one big show together.
Mhm.
And we didn't get chosen for the solos and the big performance, but separately at our own schools. We were soloists.
No, in fact, like actually doing the solo was the most terrifying moment of my life.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I would never do it again.
I didn't even want to audition. And then the music teacher made me, and then I
Mrs.
got
Schulmeyer, yeah, she did that.
Mm-hmm.
She did it to me too. She's like, I taught your mother piano. I know your mother can sing. And I was like, but I'm not her. She's like, yes, you are. All you guys have
And
it
you're
in
like,
you.
literally, you're like
if
your
I
mom.
could write a magic song. You know, like you're like, so.
I told Maddie that I had the secret version in my head, and now that's the only version we sing.
That everyone could sing.
Seas. Anyways, turning into an inside joke. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, no one gives a shit. But
No
I
one
hope
gives
you
a
enjoyed the
flying
runs.
fuck. I hope you cared about any point of that story, but we'll just keep moving because you probably didn't.
Anyways, if you could have a free lifetime supply of something, what would you choose?
Fucking massages.
Oh my god, that's so good.
I know. Because you know why? On my way home from Atlanta yesterday, I was at the airport for like 6 hours because the office is a pretty decent Uber ride away from the airport, and I just rode with some other coworkers that were leaving earlier. So we were just like chilling. We sat down at TGI Fridays, ate, and
hell yeah.
And then my coworker Katy and I were like, we still have so much time. Let's just go get a massage. So we go get a massage. I've never treated myself at an airport before, and I had the best massage of my life, just face down in one of those chairs that you like, you know, just put your face in the hole.
You're like you're at a 45-degree angle.
Yes. He's like, you know, this could get a little uncomfortable, you know.
In what way?
And I was like, no, man, like I have never had someone do it hard enough. I like it really hard.
Me too.
And he was like, girl, I've never been told that before. And he did. He was like getting into everything, but I was just like loving it. I seriously, it hurt me good. I love it like that.
Mhm.
And I think he went way over 15 minutes. And at the end, he was like, I'm going to be honest. You did really well for a first timer with me. And I was like, do you massage anywhere else? And he's like, no, just here. So
okay, first timer, like what return business is he getting? Like frequent
I
flyers,
don't know.
obviously.
There must be people that I want to do a poll now. Do people get massages at the airport a lot? Because it was amazing. And I might go back. I think I might go back.
I thought about it a million times. The prices are just crazy for a chair massage.
Yeah.
But if you're saying that they kill it, I'm in, because when I got back from Spain, I had a massage pre-booked for me the following day because when I travel, I just die. My shoulders and neck just kill.
Mm-hmm.
Probably like you were feeling too. Like you're like, I will spend any amount of money on this. I don't even care.
I didn't even realize I needed it until it was happening. It was really, truly just a way to waste time. But I have been sleeping in a hotel bed since Sunday. So that's 4 nights in a different bed. So
Yeah.
I was, yeah. And he even was like, I hope you get paid enough for your job based off of what I'm feeling. He said my muscles were fighting against him. And he would like his hands would like fall off of me and he would like start laughing. But
I love the drama of your massage because usually I'm in like in a massage and I do ask for like the firmest thing possible. Like,
yes.
hurt me. They're like, is this enough? And I'm like, you can go more. Like, trust me. Like,
Yeah, they never do it hard enough.
you can't hurt me.
I pay for deep tissue and it's still not hard enough. He did a fantastic job. So for 15 minutes, it was $43.
Oh,
But like after
you wish you got like an hour after you're done.
It was good. Yeah, next time I'll go back and I'll pay like the 100 for like 20 minutes.
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, those people, I always like am so, I think of my massage therapist people all the time because I'm like,
yeah,
you are the real rock stars. They use their muscles so hard. Like, that job would be so difficult, I think.
mm-hmm. And they're just so intelligent too. Like he was massaging my arm and at the end he just started like doing this weird thing to my wrist where a bunch of things were popping and he's like, I'm creating like air bubbles so everything can flow, like so your blood circulation and everything I'm doing can flow correctly. And he goes into how cracking your knuckles actually isn't bad for you and all this stuff. And it's just like, God, you really do have to know a lot about the anatomy to be a masseuse, just like in general. They really do.
The lymph system and like they get your shit flowing, they get your toxins out. I think massage, I changed my answer because yours is so good. Like, I'm a massage person. I get one once every like 3 months, I think, but I could use one every month for sure because I feel relieved and better every time I leave.
Such a difference. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I put as my lifetime supply, I would say gas. I fucking hate going to the gas station. I hate filling up. I hate touching the pump. I hate unscrewing my gas can. I don't like it. I don't want to stop at a gas station for anything ever. I don't want to do it.
Especially in the winter. I hate getting gas in the winter.
True. Like I haven't minded like for the past couple of weeks, but like in the winter it was awful. Like I would 3 days before I even had to get gas, I'd be like, oh man, I got to get gas this week. Like this is awful.
But it always does. Why does it always
Oh.
Why does it always empty at the worst possible time, though? It's true.
It is.
Same with my oil change. I have an oil change that I need to get right now, too. And it hit right before I was driving to Madison, and I was like, it's just going to have to wait.
I still have like a newer car, so I still have like my mileage is under like 20,000 or whatever, so they're still doing them for free where I just take them in, and I think next time is my last one, and I'm like, oh, this is a real treat. I have to admit, like not paying for it, not planning it, they text you when you need it.
They're expensive, and I get the synthetic oil too, which is a little more pricey, but usually you can go longer with it. But if you live in Dubuque, Iowa, I hope you know about the gem, like GEM, gem, not gym.
Wait,
I'm saying them the same. A hidden gem, Jiffy Lube. Have you been to the Jiffy Lube Big Ten Mart that's over by Fairway on JFK?
Oh yeah, that was kind of by my old work there.
Yeah, so you don't need an appointment. You just roll up. They get it done in like 10 minutes. You get a free drink in the Mart area while you're waiting. And
it's like a fountain soda pop or something?
Yeah, and it's so quick, convenient, and it's cheap. Like, it's made my life so much easier when it comes to oil changes. So
that's a word I haven't heard in forever. Big Ten Mart. LOL. That's right? Like the Dubuque thing. I love it.
But it's funny because I went to them the last time I needed one and I was just so confused. I didn't know what to do. I was like nervous. I parked out front quick and then I saw the sign to roll around back. So I went around and followed the lines. They lifted up the garage door and like told me to come in. I was like, so I just like, you just do it now? You just do it right here, right now? And they're like, yeah, you can go wait inside. And I was like, I just like, you're going to be done soon? It was everything I ever dreamed of as a woman a woman not knowing what to do with an oil change.
Yeah. And the beauty of those places, like we have one right by our work that I always went to with my last car that you just roll in. And when there's no line, they're outside standing with a sign that says, there's no line right now, which is great.
Yeah.
So that's when you pull the fuck in. You're like, I'm
Well,
going.
there was no line. I was the only one there. That's part of the reason I was so confused.
And then you go in and you're like, they don't try to diagnose you with too much shit. Like they're not trying to look at everything. And you're like, I'm not getting anything else done today, by the way. This is like, I'm full maxing my to-do list when I'm getting an oil change. So don't even talk to me about anything else.
Yeah.
There's a TikTok about what food, can you guess what state we're from based on what foods we ate growing up?
Mm-hmm.
And there were so many questions about this particular food. Do you eat turkey and dressing sandwiches?
Hell yeah, I do. All the time.
Tell me about them. Because like I grew up knowing what they are and stuff, but like my family didn't eat them. I don't like them at all. But like they're everywhere. But
yes. So basically it's turkey mixed with dressing, like stuffing from Thanksgiving. You mix it together and you put it on a bun. It's a sandwich.
That's my issue with it. It's like a bread sandwich.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot of carbs, which is why the Midwest invented it and loves it. But normally now I just eat the turkey and dressing mixture. Like when you go to, it's usually some sort of potluck that they have that as a main course at. And I usually leave off the bun nowadays. But in my younger days, when it didn't matter how many carbs you were eating, even Hy-Vee used to pre-make them and like roll them up in aluminum foil and sell them too on a good day. My dad would pick up like a whole bag of sandwiches. And
okay, so your dad was a huge advocate of this. Like,
yeah,
but you say Midwest, Lexi, but it's not Midwest. It's in fact, it's not even Iowa. The turkey and dressing sandwich is only a very like eastern Iowa thing. Like it's essentially like a Dubuque County thing, I think.
Okay, so that's why people on the TikTok were like, "What?
Yes,
interesting."
So, yeah, it's this insane sandwich that's literally bread and turkey mixed together, and then you put it on bread. And the people that live in the town that we're from, Dubuque, Iowa, just
love
eat
it
up.
It was at my work's holiday Christmas party 2 years ago.
Yeah, people
love
it.
With the meat and cheese tray.
Yep. Classic. And then, you know, you go home and you follow it up with a little Happy Joe's taco or BLT pizza.
Of course. And a pickle roll up. That was another good call out.
Yes. I forgot to mention the turkey and dressing sandwich because that is so unique. It's such a unique item.
It is. It's so good. That's a good one. And another one we could have thrown on there were the cheesy potato hash browns. I feel like that's also a staple.
All the names are like funeral potatoes.
Yes. Where did pierogies originate? Because that's definitely on ours.
So I think pierogies, when I've seen these things come up, are Pennsylvania forward. I don't know why. Maybe there's like a large Polish community there, but they are Polish. But my husband's Polish. I don't think he's ever known. I think I taught him what pierogies are, but
I was gonna ask if he knew what they were before you because I introduced them to everyone.
You introduced them to me.
Yeah. And I think it was only because it was like an easy frozen meal for us as kids.
Oh, it is to me now. Like if I run out of pierogies, it's one of those things that's literally on my list to pick up immediately that I need within the next week. Because if I have a night where I don't have anything for dinner, I will make them like maybe once a week, once every other week. So if you don't know what pierogies are, I think a lot of people do. If you don't, it's essentially like a noodle ravioli, but inside is mashed potatoes and cheese and onion. Yeah. They have
different flavors to the inside mashed potatoes part, but it's always like, mashed potato consistency inside of like a dumpling type noodle thing.
Yeah, maybe dumpling's the right word rather than ravioli because it is more dumpling.
And that just makes it like it's true, but it just makes it sound not as good that way.
Yeah. but you said it perfectly. Like, and all you have to do is, if you want a quick meal, you literally put them in boiling water, 3 minutes, done. I just put a little butter, salt, and pepper on top. It's the best.
Yeah.
I'm so satisfied every single time I eat it.
When I'm feeling a little more gourmet, I pan fry it with some yellow onion and oil, salt and pepper, and they get like crispy almost.
Like a good dumpling.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think when you do it that way, it's like 4 minutes on each side. Something like that. Like still under 10 minutes.
Yep. Best. Okay, guys, go out and buy Perogies. I highly recommend Mrs. T's, I think is the brand that I like a lot.
That's one. I forget.
I've got the Whole Foods version and the Fresh Time version at my house.
Yeah.
They don't compare. I don't know if it's because I grew up with the ones that your family had, which is the Mrs. T's. I like those. The other ones are a little bit more hard and more thick of a dumpling or shell. They're still great, but like Mrs. T's, you can get it at Hy-Vee, you can get it at any grocery store, and they're so good.
Sometimes I even just like boil them and put chicken bouillon on it.
Yeah, like, they're vegetarian too. Like if you're a vegetarian, great option.
There's something for everyone. There's a version of a pierogi for every person out there.
I want what I want.
I want what I want. And actually, I want pierogies now. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Her boyfriend just brought her home. He interrupted the podcast rudely. I'm just kidding. He rudely
interrupted us to bring me food.
He says shh to the dogs as he walks in. It was cute.
Yeah, we're like, wow, you're doing such a good job at shutting the fuck up.
And then he says, I got you food. He brought this hibachi. Beautiful, beautiful food. Great meal. And now you want pierogies? You bitch.
I know. I know.
Yeah. But okay, another thing I've been on, this is like totally off topic. It's on topic, but I just keep rambling.
This whole episode has been off topic, so just go on.
Do you guys hate this? Are you fine with it? I'm going to keep going. I don't care.
Are you interested? Should we start actually planning our episodes? Let us know. Again, please let us know.
You guys, have you tried goodles? Like what? Mac and cheese goodles, Goodles.
What the hell is that?
It's like a healthier version of mac and cheese, but it's like mac and cheese. Literally, it is mac and cheese. It's in a box, just like mac and cheese, but it's from Target. Usually, is where I get it. Oh. I'm so addicted. It's every time Kurt's gone, I'm making mac and cheese, but I'm making goodles, and their cheese sauce is just good. I don't know.
Huh?
It's good.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to try that one.
Yeah, I think like the whole box, if you make it, is like 650 calories versus like, I don't know. And it has a little bit more natural ingredients. I'm not saying this is like the healthiest thing in the world, but I think it's a better option. And I will eat mac and cheese every single day for the rest of my life if I could.
True.
Like anything that's like a better version, I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, for sure. Alex Cooper has this, like, she calls it like her trashy, like when her husband's out of town meal from her childhood that she eats. Have you seen that before?
No, what is it? I'm so curious.
I feel like I'm a really trashy eater and I would probably love it. And it's on my list to try. So I'll try to try it before the next episode. You basically get this like clam soup, this canned clam soup.
Like creamy or not?
You just boil noodles and like pour the soup on the noodles. It's like that easy. And she just eats it on camera and people like hate on it. But I think I know that I would probably like it because I like weird things.
Like it's not clam chowder. It's like
no, it's not clam chowder. Yeah, no, it's not that.
Is she an East Coast girl? That would make sense.
I know she was in New York at one point. Now she's in LA.
And she went to BU. She went to Boston. So I think she's from.
I just want her. It's literally Progresso white clam sauce in a can.
Okay, I would try it.
Yeah,
as you know, I eat tinned fish. Yeah. Oh, and I'm sorry if you ever go. If you ever go on the Wait Your Med TikTok, the whole feed is tinned fish reviews. Because I was on
if I'm ever scrolling on the FYP, you mean?
Yeah. I accidentally like thought I was on my own and now it's all tinned fish reviews.
What the
sardines,
fuck?
mackerel. Like Lexi's gonna Kill me. No, I just hope it doesn't like change your algorithm to like who it's gonna project to, because I don't know
We're just
that
gonna get all
our
I don't think those are our audience.
I
The
don't
10
think
fish
our
lovers.
audience aligns.
Actually, aside from you, who is that audience? Now I need to know.
Bro, I've yet to find somebody in my life. Like,
I haven't had it. I told you I'll try it. I just don't know where to start. I think I'd like tin fish.
okay, so you like tuna?
Yeah.
Okay, next you try mackerel.
Okay, let's do it. We actually haven't
Anytime.
been face to face in a while. Maybe we do the clam, some tin fish. What else we need to try?
That's good.
And we stop there.
That's a good start.
That's
Limburger cheese. Should we try that? No, I have to take you to this cheese shop still. So whenever you come down next.
okay, let's plan that. I'm down.
Anyways, okay, let's wrap it up. I think we're good. Do we have anything else?
No, I'm good here.
Hey everyone, thanks for
Thanks so much
listening.
for listening,
Please,
guys.
and like and subscribe, and if you want to see our
Follow
stuff
us.
on, yeah, you can listen to our new episodes on Fridays on
Yeah.
Spotify or Apple.
And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and
Yeah. Thank
so
you
you
so
can
much.
also maybe get on the algorithm of Tin Fish reviews.
Tin fish, love for life. Hot girls eat tin fish. Bye.
Yeah. And then they kiss you. Bye.